I strongly recommend this video to any car owner or food delivery guy who drives in big cities such as Montreal on a daily basis. Watch this video and you'll understand why paying your parking fees is a good financial strategy. In a previous video, I recounted a conversation I had with a parking control agent back in October last year. In this video, we are going to examine from a probabilistic lens a few specific situations and demonstrate how easy it is for a car owner to get a parking ticket if he parks his car in a restricted area or choose to disregard the payment of parking fees. This is McKay, a one-way street located downtown Montreal in a very affluent area with an important parking control and police presence. Roughly every 15 minutes, a parking agent passes on that street. For the sake of this video, we will make a few assumptions in order to simplify the calculations, and only the result of those calculations will be shown in the video. A DoorDash food delivery guy Alex parks his car for 5 minutes once a day on McKay Street in order to collect orders from one of the restaurants. He shows up once every single day at any time and he never pays his parking permit. What would be the probability for you to find delivery guy Alex on McKay Street in a 24-hour time frame? Since he shows up once a day, the probability for him to be present every day is 100%. However, if you randomly pick a minute in those 24-hour time frame, the chances for delivery guy Alex to be parked on McKay during those 60 seconds randomly chosen is 0.35%. In other words, the chances are slim to none. If you pick 2 consecutive minutes in a day, for example 12 to 12:02, the chances for delivery guy Alex to be parked on McKay for any 2 minutes randomly picked in a 24-hour time frame is 0.486%, which is a very small number. Let's point out the fact that the 2-minute window does not need to be completely included in the 5-minute parking time. Even if the last second of the parking time coincides with the first second of the 2-minute window, meaning delivery guy A is taking off at the moment the 2-minute time frame starts, there's still overlap, which means delivery guy A is present on McKay at the instant the window opens. Also, notice the probability here, 0.4861%, is bigger than 0.35%. Now, if we randomly pick 10 2-minute windows in a 24-hour time frame, what would be the probability for delivery guy A to be seen parked on McKay? The number would be 4.76%. Notice the number is way bigger compared to the previous one. This is simply because by picking multiple 2-minute windows during this 24-hour time frame, the chances of one of them overlapping with the 5-minute parking time of delivery guy Alex increases tremendously. A parking enforcement agent passes on McKay every 15 minutes in a 24-hour time frame. What's the probability of delivery guy A to get a parking ticket assuming he doesn't pay a parking permit? Alex will get his car flashed if the parking controls scanning coincide with the 5-minute parking time. In real life, the time it takes for the parking agent to drive on McKay and the flashing will be taken into account for a better accuracy of the result. But just to simplify the situation here, we're going to consider the parking agent's driving by and scanning time is 0 minutes. From a probabilistic standpoint, delivery guy Alex has exactly 33.3% chance to get a parking ticket. Now, in a more realistic scenario, the parking control spends a minimum of 1 minute on the McKay Street to do his scans. What would be the probability of delivery guy A to get his car flashed assuming he doesn't pay for parking permit? Here the danger zone increases to 6 minutes instead of 5 minutes for an instantaneous scan time. Since the parking control agent's driving cycle remains periodical in every 15 minutes, the probability in this case should be 40%, which is 2 in 5 chances. This is an even higher probability than the one that is found previously. Now, if Alex shows up to pick up orders 10 times in a day and parks for 5 minutes each time, and the parking agent shows up for a scan every 15 minutes, what will be the probability for Alex to get a ticket? This is a Bernoulli experience where there are only two possible eventualities or outcomes for each recurrence: getting a parking ticket or not getting a parking ticket. 33.3% versus 66.6%. Not getting a parking ticket at all means that for 10 independent stops, none of the 5-minute stop time coincides with the parking agent scan cycle. The probability of not getting a ticket at all is 1.734%. This means that the probability of getting 10 tickets will be 98.266%. Now let's keep in mind that the parking informant agent will not give 10 tickets to the same car in a single day. So this 98.266% is purely mathematical. In reality, one or a maximum of 2 tickets could be given to the same car in a single day. So the probability for Alex to get exactly 2 tickets if he parks 10 times in a single day would be 19.51%. Now, the probability for Alex to get exactly 1 ticket in a day for 10 stops on McKay Street would be 8.67%. Now, in view of all this, here are the 3 bottom lines. 1. Luck fades with repetition. If you only park once a day for 5 minutes, you have 66% chance of getting away with not paying your parking permit. That would be luck. As soon as it becomes a habit, the law of large numbers takes over. Instead of luck, we have a strong statistical certainty. With 10 stops a day, approaching 98% of getting caught means that the fine is no longer a risk, it is a guaranteed expense. 2. Parking attendants don't play dice. The mathematical model we use assumes that the agent passes randomly or at fixed intervals. In reality, it's even worse. The agent deliberately targets areas in front of fast food restaurants, delivery zones, and shopping streets because they know that turnover is high there in those places. Today, more and more cities are using enforcement vehicles equipped with automated license plate recognition (ALPR) cameras. These vehicles travel at normal speed and scan hundreds of cars per minute. The scan time is literally 0 seconds. 3. The cost/benefit analysis almost results in a losing proposition. Even for very short stops, the system is mathematically designed so that recurring fraud costs more than legality. And last, saying I'll only stay for 2 minutes, I won't get caught, is a cognitive bias. Every time you turn off your engine in a restricted zone or without paying, you're rolling a dice. If you roll it every day, you'll lose. The only variable isn't whether you get a ticket, but when.